Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Thursday, November 7th, and we are here trying to answer your financial questions. If you have one, just go to our website, jillonmoney.com. And in the upper right-hand corner, wherever you are on that website, you will see a Contact Us button. Click that button. A form will pop up. Write your question. That's the email we received from you. If you would like to join us on the air live, just check the box and Mark will do everything else. Don't forget, on the website, all of our content is living there. Everything. The blog, videos, resources, links to the book, links to subscribe to our service, Jill on Money Life, all on the front door of the website. You know that because you've been listening to the show. But if you're a new listener, we'd love to hear from you. And don't be shy. We love having everyone come on the air with us so we can talk about whatever is on your mind. Right now, let's talk to listener Alberto, who is with us from Arizona. Hello, Alberto. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for having me. A big fan of the show. I listen to you every morning when I'm walking my pup.
Oh, excellent. What kind of pup do you have?
It's a rescue. It's a mutt.
Oh, nice. That's so cute. Excellent. Very hard with a dog in your neck of the woods because it gets so hot. What do? You have to wake up really early?
Really early, but in the wintertime, we obviously can get out any time of day.
Yeah, that's great. So what brings you to us, Alberto? What can we do for you?
Well, I've got kind of a first world problem. My wife and I looked at retiring in a couple of years. I'm 59 and she's 60, and we had thought about retiring, both of us at 62, but I had a little health issue come up this year, and we're looking at retiring anytime now.
Okay.
And we live in a beautiful home, and it has everything we like. It's the perfect size, but I want a 3-car garage.
Oh, look at you. I want. That is, I get the first world reference there.
Yeah.
That's funny. How much is your house worth?
It's worth about $875.
Okay. And it has a 2-car garage now?
Yes, it does.
Do you have a mortgage that remains on this property?
$250.
What's the interest rate?
2.25.
Oh, brother. Okay. So I can't just build another garage, can I? You're going to make me buy a house?
I can add on to it. The cost is about $80,000.
Okay.
Or we keep this as a rental, and we go buy another house with current interest rates. Oof. Which my wife does not like that idea.
I just got heartburn when I thought about that. Hold on a second. Maybe there's a possibility because you are partial to that as a game plan, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What kind of rent would you actually be able to make on this house?
Probably in the neighborhood of $38,000 to $4,000
a month. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you were to buy a home with a 3-car garage, what would that cost you?
Looking at $1 million in this neighborhood.
Okay. What about an ability to maybe put some more cash down? What about your savings? Like, what do you have saved right now?
Accessible money. We have $517,000 in checking, brokerage, and savings.
Okay. And what about in retirement accounts? What do you guys have right now?
In retirement, we have 2.5.
Wow. And is it all pre-tax or is it some Roth?
No, the retirement is all pre-tax.
Oh, boy.
It's kind of small because our 401 account allows us to buy some Roth, but it's very minimal.
All right. So let's get to some of the other parts of this. So,
and you like pensions. So
yes, that's what I was about to ask. Any pension assets?
Yeah. So the way it sits right now, my wife would get $2,000 a month.
Okay.
And I would get $3,900 a month. On hers, we're thinking about doing 50%. On my pension, it's 50% joint and survivor annuity.
Okay.
Because the single life annuity is only $200 more, and we figured she would probably want that money.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When you look at your spending, given the house that you have right now, what do you guys spend on a monthly basis?
About $12,000.
Oh, that's not a small amount. How much you guys each earn?
We earn. My salary is at 180, and I earn about 40 and 35 to 40 in bonuses, and my wife earns about 125, and she makes about 30 in bonuses.
So that's kind of a nice number.
Mm.
Okay. Will your pensions prevent you from claiming Social Security, or will you be entitled to Social Security?
I have not heard why I would not be.
Okay, good. You would know it if you didn't.
Yeah,
And do you know what those Social Security benefits look like?
I sure do. I have a spreadsheet with
Yeah,
all.
you do. Umberto's my kind of guy. I got a spreadsheet for that.
For me,
Mhm.
at age 70, it would be 4528. And for my wife at 67 is 4500.
You plan to wait till 70 even though you have this health issue? Like is there some reason why, in other words, is that health issue a scare that might
Well,
curtail your life expectancy, or is that
oh, no, I'm going through chemotherapy right now
oi,
for for colorectal cancer, and
I'm
I've had
sorry.
surgery, and but if everything goes well, I
Mm,
expect to live till 95. So,
okay.
uh, but once I got this diagnosis, we both started looking. Says, why do we need to work? Let's start
Yeah.
enjoying life a little bit more.
Yeah,
And
sure. And
if,
what's your
if we don't need to work, right?
yeah, so what do you have kids that are grown or do you not have kids? What's your situation?
Both of our girls are working and self-sufficient. We help our nurse daughter out quite a bit. Not quite a bit. I give her a little stipend a month because she just nurses don't make much money,
Okay. All
and
right.
so in order to survive, she needs a little bit more fun money.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's for real. Okay. So we are looking at a time like if you gave your notice and you're done, then is your idea that you would use the money that, like keeping the house,
Hmm.
your game plan would be you're going to get the pension money. That $5,900 is obviously not all, what you need, but then where were you thinking of taking the money that you need, that extra 6 grand? Were you thinking about taking it from the retirement account just to start getting some of that money out?
That seems like the most logical way, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to use my cash.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm not sure why I'd want to have a rental property. You just laid out a lot of different things to us. Okay. And I think that if you were in a slightly different space, okay, meaning that like if you were 10 years younger and you are now going to be moving houses and all this, but like I'm not sure why I would step into this idea of being a landlord, which seems kind of complicated when I could just spend 80 or $100,000, add the garage you want, live your life, have fun, retire. And when you retire, I absolutely would take money out of that pre-tax account. The pre-tax money, you're right now, your highest bracket looks like you're in the 24% bracket, right? I
Yes.
would start taking some money out between now and Social Security and start paying the tax that's due on that $2.5 million. So, maybe you're going to take 200 grand out, pay the tax, live on the rest, and keep beefing up your brokerage account. Mark, I'm just going to ask you a quick question here, and that is, do you want to pull more money out of this $2.5 million? In other words, yeah, right now for 2024, we'll use 2024 brackets. You can pull out up to $383,900. So let's call it 384,000 that they can pull out of there, and it really probably closer to 400,000. Should they do that less whatever the pension is so that they can start paying tax on that $2.5 million? Because it's only going to get worse.
As Ed Slott likes to say, this is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, this is what they call the retirement plan time bomb. But I think you know that. So
Mhm.
I'll tell you what I don't think is a great idea. I wouldn't want to take $1 million out and buy a house and then keep the
No.
other as a rental. I just don't think. I mean, unless you said to me, "Oh, I hate my house." I mean, all we're talking about is an extra garage,
Right.
and it seems to me that that's not the best reason to uproot your life, having treatments, doing your everything. Like, why don't you just stay still? Figure out how you're going to do with your retirement and how that feels, and see how things go a little bit. Get some of the money out of that pre-tax account, pay the tax that's due on that account. Like all these things would argue to me that not making a big move, pulling money out of the account, getting used to retirement, getting through treatment. All of this, I think, is like what I would see as like a more uncomplicated game plan. Do you guys have your estate documents done? You are going through treatment. Dare I say that this is a very important part of your process?
We have them done, and we're going to update them again this year.
Okay. Very good. I think no to the new house,
No.
yes to the garage, yes to getting money out of that pre-tax account, yes to retirement. I think you're in great shape, Umberto. And I want to hear back from you. Once you give your notice and you're in a different phase, we can always go back and revisit. You can always buy a house, by the way. That's not the biggest deal in the world. You can always buy a house. If all of a sudden life is just going way better than you anticipated, you got tons and tons of money, and you just want to like do something indulgent, sure. But you're young still. And as you said, you're going to live till 95. So let's see how the next group of years go. And let's keep it simple. How do you feel about that?
My wife's going to love what you just said.
That's right. I always go for the wife. All right, Umberto, good luck to you. Thank you for getting in touch with us. If you want to buy a house just for a garage, we're going to set you straight. Maybe that's not the greatest idea. Just go to that website, JillOnMoney.com. Again, everything is there. Everything lives there. The free weekly newsletter. My books are there. Anything you could want, it's there. So just get in touch with us, JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. We'd love to hear from you. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Please leave a rating and review wherever you listen. Do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.